Welcome to No Cover Comics.
Today we're checking out Avengers number 148, where the Avengers battle the Squadron Supreme, which is Marvel's version of the Justice League. But first, let's go over a little background on who the Squadron is and what's happening in the story. The characters from the Squadron Supreme made their first appearance in Avengers number 69 as the Squadron Sinister. They were created by the Grandmaster for a game he was playing against Kang the Conqueror. The subsequent encounter between the Avengers and the Squadron occurs in Avengers number 85, set within an alternate universe where the Squadron Supreme are heroes. This brings us to the beginning of the storyline concluded in the comic we are focusing on, originating from Avengers number 141. The storyline goes through issues 141 through 144 of the Avengers, culminating in the Avengers being transported to the Squadron's world. The narrative continues in issue 147 and concludes with the comic we are talking about today. Avengers number 148, June 1976. 20,000 Leagues Under Justice. Story by Steve Englehart, art by George Perez and Sam Grainger. Up in the Squadron Supreme's watchtower, we observe this world's premier superhero team expressing their disappointment over a recent defeat to the Avengers. The Avengers have taken the Serpent Crown from their president and have been eluding the squad ever since. After tracking down a few Avengers members, the team heads out to try and capture them. Meanwhile, the president and his corrupt corporate associates are expressing intense concern over the potential loss of their central focus of power, the enigmatic Serpent Crown.
Captain Hawk, Tom Thumb and Amphibian versus Beast and Hellcat.
Having lost Wanda and Vision, the remaining Avengers choose to divide their resources, with Captain America and Iron Man proceeding north and east, while Beast and Hellcat head in the opposite directions. Beast and Hellcat are discussing Patsy's recent promotion to a superhero role and her preparedness for upcoming challenges when Captain Hawk launches an attack. Having trained with Angel, Beast is well equipped to handle the winged hero, but the situation escalates when Tom Thumb joins Captain Hawk. With Beast occupied, Amphibian confronts Hellcat. Misjudging her abilities, he quickly finds himself outmaneuvered, resulting in him inadvertently knocking himself out. While Hellcat is admiring her work, Tom Thumb stealthily approaches and covers her with paste. Using her claws, she manages to capture his micromodule, prompting Beast to intervene and pull him down from the sky. Enraged by Beast's destruction of his machine, Tom Thumb retaliates and attacks Beast, but Beast swiftly subdues him. Angered by the defeat of his allies, Captain Hawk confronts Beast with a sword. However, Beast skillfully evades the winged hero's attack, ultimately leaving all three squad members incapacitated, and Beast giving Hellcat a hand out of the goo.
Simultaneously, we turn our attention to Thor and Moondragon, where Moondragon is expressing her confusion regarding Thor's decision to associate with the Avengers, suggesting that, as a deity, he is underutilizing his potential by engaging in activities that are beneath him. This elicits an angry response from Thor for her silence. Dr. Spectrum and the Wizard versus Captain America and Iron Man.
While Captain America and Iron Man are preoccupied with searching for Wanda and Vision, Dr. Spectrum and the Wizard approach from above. While the Wizard does not harbor any animosity towards them, he is anticipating this upcoming challenge with great enthusiasm as he attacks. While recovering from the Wizard's assault, Iron Man is struck again by Dr. Spectrum. After that, the Wizard returns to engage Captain America. Dr. Spectrum lifts Iron Man into the sky, aiming to crush him like a tube of toothpaste, while the Wizard uses a tornado funnel to keep Captain America airborne. Bored with maintaining Captain America's lift, the Wizard allows him to drop. An upset Captain America confronts the Wizard about his perceived betrayal of the country while throwing his shield. The Wizard vibrates to evade the shield as they engage in a political debate. Distracted by the argument, the Wizard fails to notice Captain America's shield returning from behind, resulting in him being knocked out. Distracted by his friend falling, Dr. Spectrum loosens his grip. With the added space, Iron Man is able to access the control on his chest, unleashing an ultraviolet beam that nullifies Dr. Spectrum's powers, resulting in his incapacitation. With all the Squadron Supreme members incapacitated, the Avengers have finally regrouped. Due to the power of the Serpent Crown, they have determined that they must take action to safeguard the world before they depart.
Meanwhile, on the Avengers, Earth, Mr. and Mrs. Pym, also known as Wasp and Yellow Jacket, are being discharged from the hospital today and are discussing their potential return to the Avengers.
On the Squadron Supreme's world, The team is in the White House briefing the president on their unsuccessful attempt to apprehend the Avengers. The president indicates that this setback is of little consequence and highlights the issue of corporations having gained influence over the country, noting that the squadron has overlooked this situation. He continues on this rant until Hyperion notices something is off. The president then discloses that he is in fact Beast in disguise, surprising the squadron members. Beast explains that it was Vision's suggestion for him to attempt to reason with them before their departure. As Beast bounces out of the room and returns to the Avengers, with the Squadron Supreme closely following behind. The Avengers have successfully located the device necessary for their return to their original dimension. However, Iron Man requires additional time to initiate its activation. In this critical moment, Wanda skillfully manipulates a plant to grow, effectively restraining the squadron and allowing the Avengers to safely retreat to their home world. While Hyperion aims to pursue the Avengers, the other members of the squadron have been reflecting on Beast's recent comments. They prefer to remain on their Earth and address the challenges they face there. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe.